This brief video is part of a larger series exploring the new NX Measure command. In this video, I'll show you how to measure the local thickness of a body. This is a new function within the measure for NX1201, and to start this one, we'll start by selecting a solid body. As we select that body, of course, we'll get the mass properties for that body displayed. We'll also get a hint down here to help guide us into this new measurement. This tells us that for a thickness measurement, we want to select or define a point on face on the selected body there using the point option. So to do that, we're going to need to construct some points on face there. If you have existing points on the face, those will work as well. But in this case here, we'll go grab the point and the point on face filter so that we can come in and select a point on face. As we do that here, you'll notice that the command will start from that selected point, fire a ray perpendicular to the local or parallel to the local normal of the surface at that selected point, all the way through the body to determine the thickness there. The nice thing here is that we can grab that handle, for instance, or select that point from the list and start to probe around the model to determine thicknesses at different locations. These have all been on the top so far. The side here, we can see a uniform thickness. And of course, if we select from the planar bottom down here, we'll start to get normals that go straight up the part to get this kind of a measurement as well. Now, one of the nice things we can do here is use this in conjunction with our reference object measurement method. So here the first object, again, in this case the body, will be the reference object, and subsequent points will be measured relative to that first object, to the reference object. So we see that one thickness up there. We can, for instance, grab some more points down in here to measure multiple thicknesses at once within the same part. Let's do this with a little more complex part. This one is a gear housing that's got a little bit more detail to it. Similarly here, to begin, we'll select the solid body as the initial object. Again, we have the hint that's going to walk us into this new measurement type that will guide us toward a point on face. So we'll go select that point on face filter, and as we select a point here, for instance, we get a thickness measurement for that wall. You can see that that's a 6mm wall. Here again, we may choose the handle out in the screen if we want to start to redefine that. We can select it from the list here as well, and go, for instance, measure some of these other walls. That one's also 6mm there, for instance. This guy here is also 6mm. This wall is 8mm, and that may or may not be a problem. We may investigate that. We can look at some of the axial faces here. That one's 8 and a bit, for instance. This guy, I think, is a bit more. Yep, 7 and change. So we can use this kind of a technique to probe around inside a model, look for thick areas if we need to.